Hey people, how are you doing? Oh my God, it's been really long since I dropped a record in the YouTube channel. Yeah, guys, it's been really, really long. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing fine. Uh, all right, so I'm here again. Uh, first of all, I want to shout out to everybody who have reached out to me, everyone who sent me a message on Telegram, those who called me. Coach, are you fine? Coach, how you doing? Coach, it's been a while. You dropped the recording in the YouTube channel. I hope everything is fine with you. All right, guys. So I just want you guys to know I am doing super, super fine. And I've been so, so fine, guys. Just that I've been, busy with other things. And, just after I finished uploading the training videos to YouTube, I decided I want to take like a little break, right? I just want to, do some other things. And yeah, so I've been quite busy, and also I've been busy and I have been trading, right? So I've been trading, and trading has been going super fine for me. Yeah, just that I haven't really had the time to, sit down and just give 1 hour to making the video, a YouTube recording, and tell you guys what I'm looking at for the week and what I'm looking at for the month. Not like how I used to do it before, right? So I haven't really had the time to do it. In between when I did the last recording and now, I've had to travel, I've had to take care of some other businesses, I've had to, uh, a lot of things has actually happened, and which I'm grateful for. But then I just want you guys to know I'm fine, right? I'm fine, and I haven't dropped. I haven't been really active on YouTube because I really had to take time out to do some other things. But then I've been trading. Right? I don't think a day passed by I don't trade, right? Or a week. Let me put it a week. Sometimes I'm not trading in a day, but in a week, definitely I always trade. Right? So I'm still in the business. So, like some of you might, I don't know if you're beginning to have the thought like, oh, coach is not dropping a YouTube video, he's not doing forex anymore. Oh my God, I'm actively involved in trading, right? So yeah, yeah. All right. So I just decided like because I've been trading the Nasdaq and US 500, that's S&P 500. Okay, I've been trading those two assets since like the beginning of July. So Nasdaq and then US 500. Okay, but then I think I've been more you know into the US 500 index, right? So yeah, so I just decided that okay, actually I was supposed to have a call this morning, but we already rescheduled for later in the week. So I was like, okay, since and I'm also expecting my cousin, she's on her way, so I said okay, let me use the little time I have, just about 1 hour, 30 minutes, just or 30 minutes when I want to quickly record a call and then drop in the YouTube channel. Right. All right. So guys, I've been fine. I've been super, super fine. Trading has been fine. And I hope you guys have been fine also. Just if you watch this, if you're gonna watch this and you actually see through to the end, just let me know how you're doing in the comment section. All right. Have you been trading? How's trading been for you? Let me know. Okay. And once again, lastly, thank you so much to those of you who reached out. I'm fine, but I was still happy to see those messages. Right. I'm like, so some of them still care about me. All right, super good. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, this is the US 500 chart. So I'm not starting the chart like I used to with the dollar index. I haven't even traded currency in like 2 months now. So, I just wanted to keep it, you know, uh, I wanted to make it easy for me because of the other things I've gotten involved with, so I just don't want to like look at so many charts, and so I just reduced it because of the other things I'm also involved with. That's why. But then it's been really, really fine. I mean, they're all the same. As long as you can read the charts, you should be able to trade, right? You should be able to trade. Yeah. So what I want to talk about today on this call, right? I want to talk about this US 500, and then we look at Nasdaq, and then just this two, and then we go to some Nigerian stocks, right? Those of you in Nigeria, if you're using Zenith Bank, if you're using GT Bank, I think GT Bank they've sold out. I think the public shares they wanted to sell out, and I think it ended early, early this month. I think last week or so. Because actually, no, last week because I kept seeing them sending the emails to my email like few more hours, few more days, and all of that. So I just want to talk about the GT Bank. Should we buy the stock? And then Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank, those of you using Zenith, the moment you open up your Zenith app, the moment you open up your Zenith app, you log in and you just get into the app, it pops out. Come and buy Zenith shares. So I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, next time I'm gonna record a video. I will talk about it. Right. So yeah, and I'm also really happy that our country is beginning to, you know, go into this space, right? They are beginning to make it more, more known, more public. They want more people to know about it. Like if you've been to the bank, like Zenith Bank, GT Bank of recent, no, Zenith most especially, like all the staffs are all about come and buy shares, come and buy shares, come and buy shares, right? So they're all about it, right? I mean, last week I went to see my account manager and we got talking because she was helping me to set up some other things. And she was like, "Come on, buy shares, come on, buy shares." I was like, so immediately she told me about it. I logged into my trading view on my phone and I saw where it was. I was like, and then I did, just a quick analysis. It's not time to buy it. I'm like, come on, buy shares. It's gonna go up. Come on, buy shares. If you don't buy, I'm not gonna get a point. I was like, okay, 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 okay. But it's not time to buy it. But she kept persuading me to buy. And then eventually, you see, I just got the notification now from Mama. Zenith Bank is selling their shares. I just got the notification right now. You see, I'm talking about Zenith Bank, and then I just got a notification right now. Zenith Bank is selling their shares. So she just got to know about it right now. So now after this call, I'm going to explain to her if it's time to buy now or not. But eventually, I bought because she forced me to buy. She said, "You have to buy. You have to definitely buy." So me and my friend, we got a couple of thousands shares. And it's like, even though I feel it's not time to buy it, but the pressure from her was, "Come on, buy." so, so we bought. All right. But then I would give you guys my honest review as to where I think I would buy more. You understand? Because I think we bought around 36 naira 36 naira 50 kobo for one share. Right. So I mean, not really. So it's still quite cheap now. I mean, they're all still cheap. If you look at all the Nigerian stocks, majority of them are still very, very, very cheap compared to US stocks, right? That's that's a lot. Okay, so we'll talk about that later. So let's just dive into what I have for you guys today. All right, guys. So one more thing. Now I don't know if I'm going to be making weekly outlook, right? Because guys, my week is always so busy that I get really tired over the weekend and I just want to appreciate the weekend more, right? So I don't know if I'm going to drop any next week, but I just want you guys to know I'm fine. I'm doing okay. And when I have the time, I will, be dropping this recording just to keep the YouTube channel alive, right? I'm not getting paid from it, so there's no point putting my 100% to it, right? I'm just doing this for just for fun and just to keep up with you guys, right? That's why I'm doing this. Okay, yeah. All right. So US 500. This is the S&P index, S&P 500, right? So okay, as you can see on my chart, I have some levels, I have some demand levels, I have some supply levels. And if we go like to the daily time frame, now, I mean, we had a very, very big meltdown on the stocks. I mean, when this was melting down, I was actually trading the Nasdaq. Oh yeah, I was trading the Nasdaq when this was melting down. Like Nasdaq got to like we crossed 20K and we were approaching 21. Yeah, we were approaching 21,000 when Nasdaq just dropped. I think it started dropping from 20,700. Think so. Let's just put the coordinates. So this is 19,000. All right, let's just do that quickly. And then so we have 19. I know you got to 20,000. And then it didn't get to 21. It just came as high as 20,700. Oh no, that's not time frame. 21,000. Good. Yeah, I didn't get it. You guys can see the high I got was like 20,700, which I bought all the way to that high. I think I had an entry and price just started to dump. Now, I didn't know this was really, really going to go down, right? But then I remember we had an equal lows in this area. You can see this liquidity, and I was aiming for this imbalance when the price to go up from there. And then I knew this was going to sell down. Like I knew obviously this was going to drop because we had liquidity in this area. As you can see, we had liquidity here, and I was really, really, banking on this, like, oh, price is gonna come down, and then come Monday, I just wanted price to go, into the imbalance and then drop. Price actually did, on Monday we had a bullish day, Tuesday, and then we just continued to melt and further continued to melt, and then now price has recovered, right? When price came as low as came as low as 17,000 into this imbalance, and that was the move up, right? And then I saw a news where JP Morgan said, is it JP Morgan or Bank of America? Oh no, I think it's JP Morgan. He said that the stock market is going to start recovering soon. I think when I saw the news, price was already like I think August 9, August 8, prices had already created this bullish candle. I think so. And then I saw in the comment section, somebody said, when JP Morgan tells you, or when they come out to say the stock market is about to recover soon, like the dip is coming to an end, it is either they have bought the dip already or price is still going to drop the more. And the funny thing was I actually had I had marked out this imbalance in this area, and I was like, okay, because it was dropping and it was dropping, and as this was going down, all the major stocks, like the top 10 Nasdaq stocks, were all dropping. Like Tesla, oh my God, Tesla got to like 270. Remember, guys, I'm buying Tesla. I bought Tesla at 140. Yeah, this was my entry for Tesla, and I was aiming for 100% return on investment at 280 at this area. 280 is going to give me 100% return on investment. Just very simple math. You buy 140, double it. That's about 100%. So for you to get 100% return on how many shares you buy, let's say I bought, one share is $140. That's insane, guys. Remember, compare that to Nigerian stocks where we have, 36 naira. It's not even up to $1. You understand? So one share at, 140. So depending on how many shares you buy, just 280 is going to give me 100% return on my investment. And Tesla actually got to 270. I mean, it came to 271. I was I was in the office when this got to 271. Like, okay, it's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. 280. 280 is the goal. And then it started to drop. Oh, and then it started to drop. All right. And then it came as low as 182. Woo. You guys can imagine. I mean, I was so close to like 100%. Came, that was 93% return, and then it dropped all the way as low to like 29. And then we got talking. I was like, oh, Mama, stocks has gone down. I should have taken my profit. I should have taken some profit because she bought like multiple shares based on my recommendation at 140, or like at 140, let's buy. Understand? And then I did a couple of analysis, the things you guys know, like the hint balance, trend line, and I actually drew the trend line to add to to the confirmation, right? Because we cannot say these things don't work, right? They do. And it's just amazing how one, two, and then just right inside the imbalance, that was where we bought it from. So I felt kind of safe even with the drop. because my entry is way down, right? So I now it came really down, and so far we are back at 54% return on investment. And then this was as a result of the meltdown we have on the stock market, right? And then we started seeing all of this big hedge funds, big investment companies saying they've sold off a lot of shares, they've sold off this, they sold off that, just making market really, really, really unstable. And then Joe Biden said he wasn't running for president again. That also, has affected the market. And then fear of recession, everything just keep going and just kept affecting the market. And we were just dumping. And then finally, we've recovered more than 50% already. Yeah, so from the big sell-off, yeah, so we have recovered more than 50%. That's really, really good, right? Yeah. So, just as all of that was fundamental. I know. So now what am I looking at, for the coming weeks? Yeah, so for NASDAQ, I think, John used to say something, right, that the indices is more bullish than bearish. So even though we have, these big sell-offs, right, we know over time that they will continue to buy up. And you can see it, over and over and over and over again. We had a very big sell-off here. But I think this is still one of the biggest sell-off before recovery. I mean, this one is dropped like how many points? Let's just see. Just to confirm. Let me see. Okay, this came as low as from like 16,000 to 10,000. That's almost 6,000 point drop. We just bring that to equate this. This is not even close. It just came like maybe halfway, and then not even up to half, or should we say halfway, and our price is up. So we really had some big sell-ups, and then price still recovered. Right, price still recovered. Just look at this. We had this big sell-off, price recovered and dropped, recovered and dropped. Right. So what's gonna be what should we be expecting in this area now? What should we be expecting in this area? What should we be expecting? Oh, sorry. Now, in this area, we can see we had a really big sell-off and our price is recovering. Now, we have some equal highs in this area, right? We have some liquidity here, just keep an eye on this. This is liquidity that created on Friday. So for one thing, the one thing that is certain is the price is definitely going to buy up. Okay, that's certain. Price is going to buy up. Now, is this the move to optimize again, like Nasdaq at 21? I don't know, but since I trade intraday, and I don't think for the past 2 months I have held a trade more than a day. Yeah, trading Nasdaq and US 500. I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out the same day. So they've not been a swing trade for me lately, right? And that's as a result of something though. But then I'm not gonna share that with you guys. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah. So I'm seeing the liquidity up here. I think price is definitely gonna buy, right, for the Nasdaq. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we do have now for Nasdaq, let me just say, we have this gap in this area, which US 500 actually got to. We check the US 500. Now, this is the one I trade more. So, as you can see, this is the gap we had on Nasdaq, but then US 500 actually filled it and then dropped. For Nasdaq, we didn't have that. Price did not come into that gap. So I feel like based on what I'm seeing, that price is still going to go up. Like we've recovered a lot from the drop. If we check the US 500, we had a big sell-off in all three indexes: US 500, Nasdaq, and US 30. Right? US 500 also gave a very big drop. Price came precisely into the imbalance. You see, imbalance is very, 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 very important. No matter the strategy, no matter what concept we're using to trade, one thing cannot be like, we cannot deny that it actually does work. is the concept of imbalance, right? This dropped, launched down into the imbalance, and now prices recovered a lot. So Nasdaq has recovered, US 500 almost at all-time highs again, right? So what I'm actually anticipating, for this week is that now going to the 4-hour time frame, I actually thought like price was going to come, like we're going to sell down into, this daily imbalance and furthermore into the imbalance like we have here, this 4-hour imbalance because on Friday when, the stock market opened, Friday when we had like the stock market opened by 9:30 New York time, 15:30 my time. Price just started to go up, like price was just launching up. And then before price even, bought up, I first took a sell down and then I took a buy up, just playing with the market. Right. So I thought price was going to come down into like further drop into the imbalance because we have this demand area, yeah, and we have some resistance that I was thinking, we're going to come down into the, daily imbalance, 4-hour imbalance, and then, tap into the demand area and then price was just going to go up. But then, we have two imbalances. We have 1 year and we have 1 year and seeing our prices, like if we now go to the 1 hour, like I took all of the sell down. I was part of this sell down and then a little bit because I joined late. Yeah, so I took a little bit of this buy to the upside and then another one, right? So what am I looking at, for this week and, weeks to come? Now, I think from like, okay, let me go back to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame now, we have equal highs also on the US 500, just like we have on Nasdaq. And I think that, if we are like the institutions are not going to take out this liquidity yet, I'm definitely sure that okay, if they're not going to come for the liquidity, then we might have some sell off down into the imbalance, and then we get some buy up again all the way to this high, right? So that's what I'm projecting. Or they could just Monday could just come and institutions during Asian session they could just launch into the imbalance, like into the liquidity, because we're so close to the liquidity already. And I thought, oh, excuse me. And I thought like before market close, we're actually going to take out this liquidity, but then that didn't happen, right? And that didn't happen. So this is most definitely going to be a play for you know this week. So basically, what I'm looking at is I have this resistance, which I feel with prices buying to is going to come into this area, right? And then I see this liquidity is to equal highs, price is going to get there. Definitely, they're going to take out this high. Now, it just depends on how they want to do it. Do they want to come down into the imbalance, give us a mob, discount entry, and then the launch straight for the liquidity, or they take the liquidity, come into the imbalance, and then start to drop from there. Now, I'm just going to be open to whatever opportunity that the market presents. Okay, but then this is what I'm looking at for US 500. Very simple stuff. Okay, there's no need to spend too much time on this. Okay, I'm seeing a liquidity. I said imbalances. I want price to take out the liquidity. If price is going to come into the imbalance first, then good for me, right? Then good for me. We get more entries. I see the confirmations I get in, and we take price all the way to the upside. But now that we have, we've recovered this far, do I think we are going to get to all-time highs based on this? Now, definitely we're going to get to all-time highs, but the question is when, right? Is this the move to all-time highs, or there's going to be a little bit of retracement again before we now get to all-time highs? I don't know. I have to be honest. I do not know. Right. But however the market presents itself as we trade, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we keep trading as when we see the signals, the confirmations, and we read the structures, we will be able to come into a decision as to what price wants to do, right? So when we see a confirmation to go lower, we take the sell. When we see a confirmation to go up, we join the buy up, right? But me saying, oh, definitely this is going to be the move up, it could be. I'm not sure. It could be, but if that is it, fine. If that is not it, still fine. right? Still fine by me, right? But I know we're gonna take out this liquidity. That one that's a shorty. Okay. All right. So going back to the 4 hours, this is my chart, and this is what I'm going to be looking at. So these are the levels I'm just going to be working with going into the week, right? What is going to happen in this area? And then is it going to take out the liquidity, or price going to come down first before doing that? But one thing is certain, I am definitely going to be a part of the move. Yes, I'm definitely going to be a part of the move. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at for US 500. And then for NASDAQ also, like I just showed you, we also have the equal highs. So just keep on high. Like you can see, we have the 4-hour imbalance here also lines up with, demand area. And yeah, so what's it gonna be? But and then on the US 500, just before market close at 10, the stock market closing at 10, going down to the 15-minute, actually hard going down to the 15 minutes. I was no 5 minutes. I was on the 5 minutes. Yeah, I saw I did something, right? This was stock market open here. I remember clearly this was 15:30, right? This was 15:30. So I took the sell off, I took a sell from here all the way down into the imbalance. Like I just took profit profit immediately as soon as price got to the imbalance. And that was really smart of me to have done, right? Because I saw the sell off, price kept selling. I had my entry like way up here, and then price sold off all the way to the down, came into the imbalance. Okay, that's the first 4-hour imbalance, and then started to reject it from there. And then this was 15:30 stock market open. Price just launched all the way to the upside, and I bought because the signal gave me a buy, and then I bought. And then price came down, and then price just launched all the way to the upside. And then right before market closed, I saw this, just I saw this liquidity. Yeah, yeah. So I saw this liquidity. Just like, I mean, all of this liquid, this big moves came in just about um just when market was about to close, about 15 minutes before market close, we started having this big push to the upside, to the downside. So I saw this liquidity. I was like, okay, we have liquidity just right inside this, imbalance. There was an imbalance we have in this area. So there was a bullish imbalance here. And yep. So I took a sell from here also down. Immediately price just took out the liquidity. I was out. Just straight took out the liquidity out because I knew it could start to reject all the way up. And I wanted to, oh God, yesterday was crazy. I wanted to take it a buy again all the way to the upside to take out the security. And a broker actually told me order rejected. So I'll go and rest. And so they actually rejected my order. I wasn't able to get in for that buy. Right. So I actually thought maybe, they were gonna like take out the security and then launch before the final close into the liquidity area up here, but that didn't happen. Right. So that was it for intraday and 5-minute trading. Really cool. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for US 500 for our time frame, so the resistance and all. And yep, that is it, guys. Not much. Okay, so I'm sorry I will not be looking at the currencies like the EU, as I have not really traded them in like 2 months. And once again, because of the other things I ventured into, I don't think I would have the time to be doing that. I just want to keep it simple. I can trade US 500 on Forex. I can also trade it on the other things I'm trading like easily. So just one analysis covers everything, right? Which is really good for me. And another reason, another major reason I I just stopped trading currency was because of the commissions. Oh Jesus, the commissions were so much, right? That's why. So later. And then for gold, yeah, I took a trade on gold yesterday and price just is it this? No, this is gold futures. Yeah, I trade on gold yesterday. It was on a 1 hour time frame. I mean, price just launched, 30 minutes actually. I actually saw in news, like price was I saw in news like gold close to all-time highs, fear of recession stuff and all. And I just like, let me see what's up for gold, right? And when I looked at the charts, price was here, right? The gold had already taken out the liquidity, and you know, I just knew that it wasn't going to go down, right? And there was no need to really, really wait for like that breaker structure. I know you're supposed to wait for breaker structures, and trades like this can be really, really, dangerous to take. Like you might lose money. As you can see, this was close to reaching SL, but then I just wanted to play the imbalance here, and price just launched all the way to the upside. Now, this is one case where, smart money just gave you that beautiful win straight, and then gold just launched up, broke this. Immediately, I saw this big candle. I was positive that gold was going to go up. For the first time, gold got to like 2005. So I didn't really trade it all the way to this high. I was just aiming for the liquidity, and that was it, right? So this is the first time, in like 2 months, I've traded outside uh Nasdaq and US 30. So just gold, amazing trade. Right. So yeah, that is it, guys. So this is basically what I'm looking at. So for gold, I'm not really looking at anything. And so just for the US 500 index on the 4-hour time frame. So these are the levels I'm looking at. Summary. Just looking at this, what price is gonna do in this area. Okay. And I'm aiming for this liquidity. Right. And then for Nasdaq also the same thing. Right. So those are my so the two things I'm gonna be looking. And however, price moves during the week, we're gonna catch entries, or I'm gonna catch entries and trade it. Right. Yeah. All right. So about the training. I don't know. There's anyone here watching this recording? Those trainings I uploaded, right? The forex trading for beginners. I actually uploaded everything um that I have to. For those of you that have watched it, or you're watching it presently, how was it? Okay, has it been educational? Right. I hope it has helped you one way or the other. Right. So just give me feedback on that. Yes. So that is it for America. Now let's come back to Nigeria. Let's come to Nigeria now. So for Nigerian stocks, okay. So like I said, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, they have been, you know, been all over it, right? They've been all over it. Come on, buy shares, come on, buy shares, come on, buy shares. So now let me start with GT Bank. Or before I start with GT Bank, let me just put this out there. So this is not my first time like trading the Nigerian stocks, right? I've been trading Nigerian stocks since like 2022, right? So about 2 years now. And so I, even before all of this hype around it and all, so I've been trading, right, Nigerian stocks. And yeah, I mean, and it has been actually been good. There are three stocks I've bought that has actually given more than 100% return on investment. Some 300, 400, 500% return on investment. And they've been amazing, amazing stocks to me. And they've given me, some gains. Okay. Some gains. Okay. Now, I'm putting it out there because I'm putting this out there because, which I'm going to show you now. Nigerian stocks are still new. And as you can see, just by looking at all of them, just looking at the prices here, not one of them is even up to $1 yet. I mean, these ones I'm looking at, the ones that I can actually read the charts. We have a lot of them, but the ones that I can actually read the charts, like the charts make sense. Those are the ones I have here, because we have Airtel, but if I open up the chart, Airtel is just so stupid, right? The chart is so anyhow. But these ones, they actually have some kind of, you can read them, you can be able to apply this analysis and see where to buy, where to sell, and all of those stuff. Oh, can we even sell? No, we can't even sell. We can't even sell them, right? We just have to buy them and hold. All right. So I've been trading them since 2022, and I've had amazing, amazing entries. And most of the entries I've had are super cool entries, which I'm going to show you, and probably just take off from there. Right. So if I've done this in the past and it has been really amazing for me, I don't think I should panic buy when they say, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. If not, because my account manager, she kept like, come and buy now, want to buy from me, come and buy now, Tony's going to go up now. And she kept telling me to buy. I just had to listen to her. And with my friend, we bought a couple of shares together. Even though I know, okay, that it is still most likely going to go down. But then, the market, it might not go down. I'm just saying it's going to go down. But what if it doesn't go down, right? So these are the just three amazing stocks I've bought over the years that really, really played out well. Number one is, I couldn't find the markup, so I had to just go to my Instagram page and just pull it up. As you can see, this is September 14, 2023. That's last year, right? This is UBA, United Bank for Africa, right? This is the chart link. So for one reason or the other, I tried opening this chart link again. It didn't work. So maybe TradingView have deleted it from the server, or I don't know, but I tried clicking on this link. It did not work, right? But this was the markup for this. So I actually saw this way, way, way early. UBA, right? Now, if we go to UBA, yeah, if we come to UBA, just come into the monthly time frame. All right, you can see the chart is not making sense on lower time frames. So you have to go to like those big time frames to be able to see it. Now, this is UBA where we are today. This is it. This was when I marked it out, judging by where the candle was after this bearish candle, then we had one candle. So after this, oh, I'm coming. Let me just pull it up again, down and up. So we have down and up. So I think I marked it out around January 2022. January 2022, I marked it out. And as you can see, price even came into the imbalance at first. But I think when I marked it out, I was actually aiming for, this mitigation candle here. Okay. And then we had area of accumulation, right? And then price came into this candle, that swept the liquidity, and prices went up. What I'm saying is I was able to buy UBA at 7 naira per share. And today we are like, this is insane. Price came as high as 34. So just looking at, okay, bought at 7, how many return on investment do we have today? Like, okay, came as high as, this is 384% return on investment. Depending on how many shares I had bought, this is a lot. But I did not even wait for price to get this high. As soon as UBA came as high as this liquidity here, about like 100%, I think about 100% return on investment, I just went out and then I closed it. I didn't know it was really going to give extra 290 something percent again. But then it played out well from the entry I'd marked out, and then UBA went all the way to the upside. Now the second one I have is the First Bank. So I also bought First Bank stock, and then this is the link. So for one reason or the other, this link did not open again. Still did not open, right? But then if you look at the markup here, this is it. I think on the 2 weeks time frame. Let's go to First Bank. Where's First Bank? Where's First Bank? So we have First Bank here, and yeah. So First Bank on the 2 weeks. Is it a 2 weeks time frame now? No, not 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks time frame. Yeah, so I marked out this area also. This was around March of 2023 when I marked it out, and I bought First Bank when it came to 10. You see, I have my areas. And oh, sure, that's cool. No problem then. All right, so like I'm saying, price came down, you know, into the imbalance where I marked out, and then just went up from there. So this is me buying at 10 naira per share, and then this also has given how many percent return on investment just by buying there and just holding. This gave, this is about 300% plus return on investment also. And then the last one is Ohanda. This is oil and gas, right? Petroleum company, right? They said it's owned by our president. How true is that? Okay, so all right, so Ohanda. Now Ohanda, I was able to pull up the chart for Ohanda. Like the chart link actually worked. The chart link actually worked. So this was, I think, if I'm to pull it up, Ohanda. This one actually worked. Yeah, so you can see Ohanda, this is January 8th, 2023, looking at price taking off from here. And that was what happened to Ohanda. See Ohando? Why do I keep saying Ohando? Yeah, Ohando. Ohanda, where is it? Ohanda, Ohanda. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so this one also, price just went all the way to the upside on the 1 month time frame. Boom, this is insane. Guys, look at this. Price came where I was looking at price to buy from around 3 naira per share. This one made insane return on investment, right? Look at this. Just look at this. This is insane. This is 8,000. Oh my God, this is 1,200% return on investment. Now this is crazy, right? But then I'm just super excited because I marked out all of these and they all played out super well. So I'm not new when it comes to trading Nigerian stocks. And then I bought one for a high ICO, right? ICO around an imbalance here, but just you can see all of them imbalance, imbalance, imbalance. So when I saw GT Bank and Zenith Bank, they are all just come on buy stocks, come on buy stocks. I'm like, okay, let me see. When I get home, I will check the chart and see if it's time to buy. All right, so this is GT Bank. I know they've closed out like buying public shares and so I think so, but I'm sure that we can still definitely buy if we want to. All right, so now what am I seeing for GT Bank? Okay, now this is the monthly time frame. Let's go to like the 2 months. Okay, so on the 2 month now, I'm seeing that we have this liquidity here. I mean, this was how Ohanda and all of those other ones were before they took off massively to the upside, right? Like they took off like it was insane. So we do have liquidity in this area, and I'm saying this in balance. And then when they said we should buy, when the GT Bank was all about buying shares and all, it was still around like 45, 43, and so I was like, okay, what do we do? Now I'm seeing this imbalance here. Like, I don't think it's time. I mean, it might not just, it might not come down. But when they are pushing it to the public, come and buy, come on, buy, come on, buy. I'm like, nah, red flag. Okay, from the chart, I'm thinking, you know, even if I'm gonna buy, maybe, maybe it's gonna drop down to inside the same balance. Then we can load up. Are you guys feeling me? Then we can load up. But then it's like way, way, way far from there. But price at 46, price is closer to the liquidity than this. And if we buy now at 46, we need to like price needs to double. That means the stock value has to double. 46 multiplied by 2 gives us about 92. So price has to get to 92 for us to be at 100% return on investment. Am I correct? Let's see. 46. I'm buying at 46 and then we want to profit at 92. So is that going to be 100? Yeah, that's 100% return on investment for me if I'm buying at 42. Now going to the lower time frame, like the monthly now, on the monthly time frame, and then the weekly time frame, the more down we go, the more unreasonable the chart becomes. But go to the daily, you see it's not really making sense here, right? I mean, we do not have enough liquidity yet to make this chart stable, like the like if you want to buy US stocks like Tesla, Microsoft, and other US stocks, like even on lower time frame, they make good sense, right? But this, even on the daily, is not making sense. Imagine going to the 1 hour, it's crap. We will not even understand a thing here. That's why I like to just go to the bigger time frame, like the weekly, making sense. So now I'm looking at a bigger, like on the 2 months, I'm looking at price, falling below 30. That's what I'm gonna buy. Okay, but then I also have another buyers in mind. I'm looking at another buyers in mind. All right. So I'm like, okay, this is like an area where I would love to buy. Definitely, definitely love to buy. And we also have, some resistance. We have some demand in this area, right? We had some resistance. We had some resistance in this area. So it would make sense, yeah, if price can come here, oh boy, I'm telling you guys, you can buy a lot of shares in this area. All right, so this is one area I'm looking at. And then I'm like, okay, what if price doesn't get here? Is there another area we can be looking at? Definitely, guys. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Now, if we go to the weekly, let's look at the 2 weeks time frame or 3 weeks time frame. Okay, now it's not really making sense. Let's look at the 2 weeks time frame. Yeah, now I'm beginning to see it. Right. But if we go to like the 1 week time frame, that's the weekly time frame, maybe we can catch an entry inside this imbalance also. You guys seeing this? So we have this imbalance here, and this imbalance just here. This is closer to price than this, right? Just know that we have another thing I'm looking at is the presence of this, liquidity in this area. So we do have liquidity to the upside, we have liquidity to the downside, and in terms going by structure formation, right? We have this high, we have this low, we have this higher high, we have this breaker structure, guys, and then they're telling us to buy. They're telling us to buy. I know I was talking with because I also saw a post. That was my GT Bank manager. She posted on a status, come and buy GT Bank shares. And I just laughed at the status like, hello, hell. And she's like, are you laughing? Come on buy. Like, I don't think it's time. I mean, this is dangerous to buy in a bearish market. It could go up, not disputing the fact that it could just, punch up from there. Somebody can just come in and boom, and then prices go up straight. But from like technical perspective, this is the bearish, right? But then we could buy up, but buying at this high is high already. So maybe if price comes here, price comes down here, we can like, buy some. But then I would not be surprised if after buying here, price continue to drop and just come down here. So if I'm buying here, for example, let's say I buy at 42 now, I'm buying at 42, and then price just drops all the way down to, that below 30 areas I called out. Depending on how many shares I buy, I'm going to be down 31%. Oops, that's almost 50%, right? Almost half. So now the question is, do we wait for it to come down here the more, or you just outright buy as soon as it drops down? One thing is certain, one thing I know, since I've been doing this for years, except, they just want to like do their thing. It should come down into this imbalance or this one down here. So either this or this is going to be the play, right? It's going to be the play. So for GT Bank, don't buy yet. I think they've even closed their public offer. Yeah, they closed. But for Zenith is still on and active. So yeah, so for GT, this is it, guys. This is it. All right. All right. So I'm just gonna leave this here. Let me save it. And then let's come to Zenith Bank. Now for Zenith, let's come to for Zenith Bank. Why is the styling slow? All right. All right. So for monthly time frame, So I've actually marked out. I'll do it. All right, good. Yeah. All right. So for Zenith, this is it. Imagine, guys, I bought at 36. This is where she told me, you have to buy. You have to buy. And she didn't leave me. I had to buy that day before I left the bank. So this is where I bought. I actually bought at a high price. Forget the figure like 36 naira is cheap. Let's look at it in terms of buying high and lows. This is me buying. I bought at a high price. This is high. Because this would have been a discount for me. Amazing. I missed out this one. You can see. I mean, let's scale down to like the weekly time frame. Was it a weekly time frame now or the 2 weeks time frame? Look at this. We had an imbalance here. Price came down and see this big drop. Oh boy, came down, filled the imbalance at 12 naira. That would have been one place to have bought it. It came all the way up, broke the structure. can see it broke the structure and then gave me a created low resistance highs. Liquidity came down into the imbalance on the monthly time frame. That was another opportunity to have gotten in at 19 naira, and our prices way up. Like just prices went all the way up from there. Now we are up. The highest Zenith Bank has ever gotten to is 47 naira 20 kobo per share. That's the highest it's gotten to. And now I'm buying at 38. 36 is even high. But now I bought at 36, prices at 38. I'm not even, we're just like a very, 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 like 38, 38, prices at 38. So 38 naira. This is just 5.56% return. That's not even much yet. Okay, but I bought at 36. But now for those of you that have not bought yet, now this is me saying that if we look at the 2 months time frame, we actually have, like I'm looking at a very good place where we can buy from. Now, if GT is going to drop, since they are all in the banking sector, if there's going to be like a big sell-off, a big drop, it should happen around, just like how we have it in the US stocks. Like if the NASDAQ and these big techs are going down, all of them is going down together. I think that's what should happen with, the banking sector. If it's just going to go down, then everything should just keep dropping. So if GT is going to go down, Zenith is, supposed to come down also, right? And then I feel like price is going to come down here, okay, to 28. So I'm looking at 28. That's where I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy more, okay, because I already bought at 36 and there's a high tendency it could go down from there. But so I'm looking at this area for Zenith Bank, 28 areas. And so if you're not in yet, I would say be patient. Okay, just chill out, don't rush. Okay, don't rush. All right, and then let's see. For GT Bank on the 2 weeks time frame, we were able to get. Oh, so we had this area for GT Bank. Now for Zenith, do we also have an imbalance on the 2 weeks? Nope, we do not have that. On the weekly time frame, do we have any? No. I mean, they are all still in a bearish market. Right, they're still in a bearish market. Now, this lower low, lower high came into this imbalance and our price is dropping. If we can eventually close above this, then I'm going to be positive, at least that, okay, this is good. But if we do not close above this high and price really struggling, then there's every tendency could come down. And then we have this liquidity down here also. So for Zenith Bank, if you're not in yet, I would say just be patient. Okay, don't let them like the stop. I mean, I was at a bank and then the other staff was talking to an elderly man, come on buy shares, come on buy Zenith shares. And I was like, what's that? Like Yoruba was like, keep up every shit. I was like, but then I was also happy because our country now is beginning to, see the light. I mean, I want us to get to a stage where we can trade them daily. I could just buy and sell stocks, Nigerian stocks daily, and they're still so cheap. Honestly, they're still so cheap. Yeah, they're still so cheap. Imagine Tesla at 140. 140 in our currency is like almost 200,000 plus. If I'm not mistaken. It's 140. Let's even say, yeah, almost like, if not more than 200,000 or so. Because $150 times 1,000 is going to be one times 1,005. That's 75, 150. That's more than 200. Yeah, definitely more than 200,000. Yeah. And then you want to buy Zenith shares at 28, not even up to 1K, not even up to 50 naira. That's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity for us. So I'm really happy that, they're beginning to like venture into these things, which is really good. So for Zenith Bank, just chill out. GT, chill out. Don't let them stop you. Okay, except your account managers are stubborn as mine, then you can just buy it. So they'll just leave you. And then those are the two ones. Guinness. You guys can see the chart is just not making sense. So I like to go to like a very big time frame. Let's say this is monthly, maybe 3 months. Then they can start to really make sense a little. Guinness is already starting in balance and we have this. So no, not yet. So that's it for GT Bank and then GT. Let me know what your opinions are. Let me know if they are disturbing you too. All right, in the comment section. So that's going to be all from me, guys. I mean, I enjoy doing this. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop it in the comment section. And that's going to be all. So thank you once again for plugging in. Have a wonderful month. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye bye.